Hey, welcome. Welcome to Hump Day with Hillbilly. Hello, Joe. Brother, glad you could stop in. Um, I have been working on the silo. This should be the last one until it goes on the layout. Um, but I have made, oh, Lord, so much stuff for it over the last week. Uh, I didn't think, honestly, I could do it, but I did. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Um, I hope everybody's having a good day, a good week. Uh, let's jump over to the bench and show you what I've been working on. Nothing. No. uh, um, I made a ladder and I sent a picture of it to Joe and just to let him know what's been going on, and actually got his opinion, and it didn't come out too shabby, I gotta say. I can hold it still. Um, I also, and I didn't think I was able to do this, but I did. I made metal handrails. Okay. I know it's hard to see as far as the, because it's metal. Let me see if this will work. Um, they are spaced 4 foot apart. Um, 4 foot high. They're a little bit longer than 4 foot because I'll show you here in a minute. But what I've done is I took this piece of wood right here and went out to my garage and took a piece of piano wire and beat the snot out of it down inside this piece of wood. That's what all these little indention is, if you can see them. They it was fun. I got a lot of frustration taken out. This one here I'm not too sure about because it's kind of loose, but it's still good. All I did was I measured the length of my silos. Okay. Um, cut it to length. I think they said it. I think it was like 40. Well, roughly about 43 feet long. HO scale. Then I laid it in here, laid the top piece in, like so. And see, that one's loose. And I used my weights to hold it down and more or less like be a, sorry about the arm, a heat transfer. You know what I'm saying? Just in that one area. I have made 2 of them, one for each side. Now the only part that I got to make after I get it installed is the part that goes on the end that keeps you from walking off the edge. This is the walk board that it will be attached to. I have to paint this and paint these yellow. and paint this yellow as far as my handrails go. And but that's what I've been working on for the last week. This was easy to make. I mean, I do have a vise, but for people that don't have a vise but it's got a piece of wood and a hammer, I beat the snot out of this piece of wood. And it worked. Me and the wife was sitting here talking the other day, and I was wondering what I could call this refinery. And I happened to look over at all my colors that I've got sitting here. And I come up with a pretty slick name, and she drew it out for me. But that's what you guys can't even see it because of the light. Emerald Green Refinery is what the name of this is going to be. And once I get it framed in and painted, and that's where it's going to hang on the silos, I'll build a box for it and everything, and it'll be good to go. But right now I want to see what this ladder does look like. Oh, and after 2 years, I finally opened up my second bottle of Model Master. Live on TV. Or YouTube, excuse me. Rock and roll. Okay. Well, I hope it didn't get caught now. There we go. Now let's see how sturdy my hands are. Ain't gonna happen. Once I get this installed, I'll lay it down to dry and y'all can see it. That's the hardest thing, is finding this place for this to hold on to it until it just tacks up to hold it. Now I made this whole ladder setup is made with HO scale 2x4s, 56 by 1.9 millimeter. I have the other 2x4. I don't know where I put it, but it's a scale. It says 1/4. Oh, there they are. They fell. Right here they are. Now see these say one scale 2x4s. Okay. But me, they look kind of for, oh, my ladder fell. Glad nobody was on it. They are not, they look too big compared to a person. Maybe use them for 1x12s or something like that. But this one here is a 6x6s, which ain't bad compared to a person, you know what I'm saying? Because a 6x6 is pretty stout. Oh, hey, Lee. Paint it first. I would. But I'm scared. I've got these little artist brush for miniature people that I'm gonna paint it with, and give me something to do. Now this will sit roughly here. And the handrails, you come up, because the cage is higher than the thing. You come up, walk across, do what you got to do. I've got to drill. Oh, God. Maybe that is an omen to paint this thing first. I've got to drill 24 holes to fit this handrail. I hope I'm in screen. I did make it the thickness, the extra length, to where it sits down inside of the styrene itself. But that is going to be, and I hope I have the right size drill for it. The wife asked me, she goes, why don't you buy them ladders? Because you can get them made, you know what I'm saying? But like I told her, I said, everything on this is scratch built. I mean, literally. The lines here are 2x4s. These little caps right here is a piece of bamboo that I cut. Right here. Okay, these little caps right there is what I'm talking about. I cut them down to be roughly 2 feet. And then for the side, these spouts, this piece here is a piece of bamboo glued to the side. This here, I wanted to make it round, but so I used a dowel rod and a stop sign piece, little scrap piece right here. And I used that to wrap it. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I wrapped it like that, glued it. Of course, I did it down towards the end. That way I only have to cut once. And then once it dried, I took my handy dandy little saw and cut them off even. And when I glued it to these, I glued the styrene to the PVC pipe, but I did put some on the wood just in case. That way I knew I got a good seal as far as these three go. I have to find some pictures or get a hold of Jack, or maybe Joe can tell me what color. What color should these pipes be? I know one's for filling and one's for discharging. Of course, the caps will go black on top just because. I love my coffee. But that's what has been going on in the hillbilly world as far as the refinery, the tanks go. I still have not made it out to the garage to find my 3-inch. 3-inch pipe for the other holding tanks. And I'll tell you what, this is one thing that everybody needs to invest in. They are jewelry files that I mean they're sharp. But that's what I've been cleaning up the edges on these right here, because when you solder you got a little bit of a glob, but you can take these files and get into the edge of the into the edge of the wood or metal. And I just use the same block of wood that I made the frame for. Just, I mean, no time. And once you get that all done, it don't look bad. I mean, for the first time me ever making one, not shabby. But like I said, the next time that this will be seen will be on the layout, finished. But I'll paint these safety yellow along with the ladder. On the platform I will paint gray. Everybody goes, why didn't you just paint that side gray? Lose that side. Well, I wanted to be different, do it right. I did make a framework for this. Let me cut this off and show you what I hope to look like. Don't you know? Yeah, I got green paint on my finger. We all need to sit back and say a prayer for Kentucky. Because I'll tell you what, man, oh man, did that get white. Now see, that will be painted emerald green, and I will do the lettering in a lime green, this color. That's the color the lettering will be, and this will be the color, the background color. This is called Christmas green, which is the closest thing I could come to an emerald color without going and buying a new bottle. And that's mint green. That's the lettering. That's it. Will follow. Hey JD, I'm sorry, brother. I just looked over and seen. I truly apologize. Emerald Green Refinery. I mean, that just sounds good. So that's what the refinery is going to be called. I've got the last bit of work to do to this before it goes on the layout permanently. That way y'all can see what it looks like. Oh, let me tell you guys something. This hit the floor. I'm not lying to you. This hit the floor. Ooh, focus, baby. Bingo. Okay. I have a blue towel that sits right there. That's where my cat lays when I'm working on something here. Spoiled Jess. I accidentally set this on the table on that blue rag or towel, excuse me. And when Tabby come flying through here, he jumped up and hit that blue towel on a glass top. Well, right off the edge, this thing went. I'm not lying to you one bit. It was my fault. Come on. That it happened. Because I laid it on the blue cloth. The only thing that happened, and it freaked me out, I had these two right here. I had two of them that extended up off of these. I glued them on. I didn't cut it yet, you know. And I guess when it hit, it snapped both of these off even with the edge. And it knocked this piece of wood off. And as I see, I got to paint that because it's backwards. That was it. I'm thinking, man, when I look down on the ground, I'm thinking, oh my God, it's gone. All my hard work destroyed by my ignorance. But like I said, it snapped them two off even and broke that piece of wood. Because I think it hit here and bounced, you know, and flipped. Oh man, I tell you what, that flipped me out though. But besides this building, and this is a scratch built, this building here I did with Vinny, because he did a scratch built he was doing a building like this. And anybody that wanted to join in, oh, Brother Luck wasn't, I was petrified that that thing was not destroyed. I mean, but Cousin Vinny had a scratch build, and you could go, and he gave the material that you needed for N scale and HO. When he did his show, he also gave the measurements in HO and N scale. So we all built this building. You had to have a window, you had to have a door. But this is scratch built. Everything in this, as you can see, is scratch built. Now the way I did my rust was I painted the building first, the brown. And I don't know if you all know the little trick with sea salt. Okay. It's a big granule. You get a little spot wet and you lay a piece of salt on it. Not enough to dissolve the salt, but enough for it to grab. And once it sets there, you can take it out, go out and spray paint it any color you want, and then you can flake that off. And this is the result you get from it. I just did it in very odd spots, you know. It's an old metal building. This is a piece of piano wire with a 2 pieces of styrene. Come on, fingers. 2 pieces, one big one, and then one of the 2x4s. And then I just shaved the edges down. Looks like a box. I had a blast making this. But this is the only other building that I have ever scratch built to finish. The reason I have this so bad right here, I've got an HO dumpster that I set right here when it's on the layout. But that is, besides the concrete silos that I got to finish, that's the only 3 buildings that I've ever scratch built. The rest of my buildings have been Walters or JC. I've got something. I need somebody to. I'll tell you what. Seeing how John, JD, Joe, and Lee are here with me. I need you 4, excuse me, to help me with a little problem. Okay. It has nothing to do with this. Okay. If you know anybody that is in N scale that would want, and I mean freebie, it's never been open. It's an N scale Michigan Avenue tower. Okay. I did try N scale at one time. You know what broke me? I did this. I just took the top parts off of this. They're laying right here. I did this building in scale. Not gonna ever happen. I mean, this thing, I think they call it the tire factory. I can't remember which one, but I've got all the piping work done. I mean everything. But that building right there broke me. My eyes hurt so bad after that. But I'm not going to get rid of it because it was the first N-scale building that I ever built. But if you know of anybody that would be interested in this building and that would build it and put it on their layout, they can have it for free. I mean, now, I don't want to see it go to waste because I'll never build it. And if somebody can use it and use it and put it on their layout, right here it is. My email address is in the description about me. Send me that person name or whatever, and I'll get a hold of them and get their address. Or you can get a hold of them and ask them if it's okay for me to have their address. It's a beautiful building too. This is an adult hobby. Not recommended for children under 14. Well, see, that classifies me out. And my wife keeps telling me I act like a 12-year-old. But it is a nice looking building. It's lot number 570. I'm not sure what it's worth or anything like that, but as you can see, it has never been opened. That's original plastic. Well, hi, Jackie. Yeah, I heard him talk about you all the time. Nice things, but he's never complained. He knows better, huh? But like I said, if you know of anybody that would want this building, it's free. I just need a mailing address. And just for giggles and I gotta dust it off. I built I can't find it. I didn't build them. Oh well, there'll be a surprise. Oh, and along with that, I mean, N-scale people, I don't want to see it go to waste, and you are I don't want to see them go to waste. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I find it, I'll throw it in there too. I've got a girder bridge like this. This is my bridge. But I've got a girdle bridge like this in N scale. And you know, you what I'm saying, you see it, but you can't remember where you've seen it. Okay, but that is my dilemma. Is these two. I want somebody to have them. Merry Christmas. Now, Joe, you do know if Jack gets these, you'll be putting it together. Because he's the first thought too was Jack, but it's like, if we can find somebody that can't afford a building and they want one, you know what I'm saying? But these are dock workers, from what it looks like. One guy's carrying a box, one dude's carrying a bag. Looks like one dude is rolling a barrel. But that's too small for my eyes. Heck, HO's getting too small for my eyes. What can I say? Yeah, true. It is older. I mean, it is an older style tower. An 1.25 inches by an 1.1 inches platform. The footprint for that. That's too small for me. But I don't want to keep everybody's day. Their Wednesday. I have made prior commitments to this afternoon. And honeydew list, more or less. And I can't stop that. But as you can see, I did rearrange my work area. Before, this is the wall that my monitor sat on. I was looking this way. I turned everything 180 degrees, and now I can get to my paint. Instead of being way over there where it used to be, it's behind me. But my email is in my description on my page. If you know anybody that wants these, I mean, there they are. Lee, I appreciate you and your girl stopping in tremendously. If I find that bridge, or that girder bridge I was talking about, I'll pop a video up and show it to y'all. That way y'all can help me find a good home for them, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll never build them. Never in a million years. Sorry, it ain't gonna happen. But I appreciate you all stopping in. I don't know what's going to happen next week. I know what we can do. We can go fishing. Nah. I've got another building over here that I'm going to do for the city part of the layout. But next time you see the silos, it'll be on the layout. But I'm going to jump from my house to your house. May the good Lord be with you, and stay out of trouble. Y'all be safe and have a good Christmas. Later.